But why and where are we losing the battle? Because I think every parent, there is that innate desire that you want your child to read. But then why are we losing the battle to screens versus books? Why is that divide not being bridged?
Yeah. So I'd hope we have not lost the battle yet, and we are in the we're doing well there. But then what I would say is, what does screen time provide? If you look into it, what does screen time provide? It caters to the basic interests of a child, right? Everything that they're interested in, colors, pop, movement, animals, that's what screen time provides them. There is curated content for them on the OTTs, on YouTube, right? And I think that appeal is real. So if you want them to move into a different space, like say reading, you have to create that appeal. Now, how do you create that appeal? Does every book have that kind of appeal? Every child is unique. One child's interest is not the other child's interest. So how we can create that appeal is by catering to their particular interests. Like, when they see something they like in a book, and that's like your first, you're looking at it, all right, okay, I like it, right? And then you start reading it with the child, right? And I'm a big advocate of reading with the child. So when I say reading, I'm always talking about reading with the child. Of course, they'll become independent readers, but I'm talking about reading with the child. So when you create that connect between their interests and the books that are out there, I think that is a win. That is how we can win this battle against screen time, because a lot of people are trying really hard putting out content there that will entice little brains, right?
Use the trick of like how they hold you every episode. They have a
Exactly.
cliffhanger
That
and
hook.
then you want to go back. So
hook.
once you find the book that, first of all, I told my son it was okay if you don't enjoy a book, tell me, and we can leave it halfway. You don't have to complete a book. That was a big battle. That opened him out really. Like he was like, yeah, sure. I said, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to read a book that you're not enjoying, because there are so many books. You will find something that you will enjoy. Let's explore. And but once you get to it, and then you have his attention. The first thing was that now you want to know what happens first. You need to read a chapter, then I will read a chapter. So it was a sharing of you read to me, and then I'll read to you. So that got him reading. The second thing was that at one point you'll say, okay, now let's go to bed, and now tomorrow. So the hook is there, and now he wants to know what's happening in the next chapter, and that's the next night. So you kind of use what the OTT platforms are doing to us, and put a hook at the end of every chapter.
Wait and watch what happens next, right? Yeah.
Hook rhymes with book anyway. I think it's made for it. Let me also be the very reasonable and a innocent voice of the parents. One of the easier things about screen time is it allows you that time, right? Let's make it simpler. There is a family where both the parents are working. They both also get back in the evening, and it's hard. It's hard that now you've got maybe a lot to do. Even if you're trying to prioritize family time, the one thing is that the attention span of kids is very short. And then that requires the extra effort. And I'm not using the word or erring on the side of calling it maybe easy parenting. I'm not going down that route. But maybe it's just hard for parents.